All right, hey, welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus, your host. Hey, I missed last week. I had COVID. I really wasn't. I was feeling kind of under the weather, but you know what? We keep on going forward. Um, Today we are going to be talking about the insane amount that people pay for cars today, and eventually, it is going to eventually hit a point where the prices have to come down or people are just going to stop buying. But let's go on ahead and hop right on into my reaction first on this TikTok video. Then we're going to jump into looking at why the prices have gone up, how much they've gone up, and why if you keep doing that, you're never going to be able to save up any kind of money. But let's go on ahead and hop right on into it. All right.
Hey Madison, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
I drive a 2024 Jeep Compass Latitude and it's
That's crazy.
$598 a month.
Hey Rick, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
I drive a 2020 Wrangler Sport, the 75th edition. I think I pay $800 a month.
Hey Murad, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
Hold up. This is the most ridiculous, by the way. I'm going to turn up the volume on this a little bit.
23 Dodge Charger 858.
Hey Jose,
Yeah.
what kind of car do you drive and what
My brother could be paying $900 a month for the next 72 months on a Dodge Charger. It's probably a V8, probably whatever. That's 60 to 70 grand on a car. Get you from point A to point B, not including insurance or anything like that. All right.
is your car payment?
2020 Charger 650.
Hey Wesley, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
I drive a 2024 Power Wagon, and it's $1,000 a month. So
Woo, we're gonna get into those $1,000 a month payments too. That is ridiculous. Nights and weekends guy almost got sucked into something like that, but he said, "Nah, I'm good."
Hey Dustin, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
I demo a 24 Ram, so it's free.
Hey Taylor, what kind of car do you drive and what is your car payment?
I drive a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland and I paid $1298.
Done, done. That is ridiculous. All right, 1,300 bucks a month for a car, and I can guarantee that she doesn't make 200 grand a year selling cars, but she's going to be paying that amount. But let's Ed and Mark's going to have to take out this part, but we're going to hop right on in, okay? Okay, so Ed and Marcus, with the benefit of editing, we jump forward to this. So if we look here, overall Americans owe $1.644 trillion in auto loan debt, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, accounting for about 10% of American consumer debt. Now, we're going to hop in our famous time machine because you can't know where you're at currently without comparing it to what it was in the past, okay? Because we actually live in a world that, I don't know, it follows a logical linear time. So we're going to go back. We go to Wards. Wards, they're like a auto, well, it used to not be a website, but now they do a lot of stuff online and they track auto and they do the auto industry. But we're going to look back way back in the day. Okay. This is back in the 40s. So a 1940s Ward's automotive report. If we can look here, that Ward's report said loans of 1 month to 12 months accounted for nearly a quarter of all autos financed back then. Loans with payback periods of 13 months to 18 months accounted for 35. So we're talking about 60% of all auto loans being paid off in 18 months. Contracts extending to 19 months or more accounted for 41% of the market. So essentially 100% of loans, 60% of loans were a year and a half. Now, if you look at what it is today, contrast that with today, when 72 months terms are the most common in the vast auto lending industry, and that's according to Experian. And there's also people who have 85 months loans, 96-month loans. But we are going to look here. This is the average car payment on a new car, and this is from bankrate.com. This is from just a few days ago, 2024. So as we can see here, the average new car payment is $737, and if you multiply that out by about 6 years, you're talking about, see this thing that's nice. We actually got a nice little savings calculator I'm going to pop up here at the end. But for that amount, you're talking about almost 50 grand or so that you're going to pay for your car. And then used cars, about $500 a month at about 12% entrance for, let's say, another six years. Now, the thing that's insane is the $1,000 or more every single month. That is insane. That's like a house note on a car, on something that's going to depreciate.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, but according to Edmunds, they found, here we go. According to Edmunds, which found that a record 12.7% of new car buyers took out a vehicle loan with a monthly payment of $1,000. Okay, that is up to 7.3% of loans in 2021, and I can guarantee you it's higher now in 2024, compared to 2.1% of all car loans back in 2010. So people are paying more. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Car prices have gone up. This is from Car Edge. You should really subscribe to their channel on YouTube if you're into cars and you're into where the car market's going. But yes, car prices have gone up. It's insane. General Motors has gone up 26%, Ford 31%, Honda 29%, Hyundai almost 50%, Stellantis, that's Dodge, Jeep, Ram, here in this country, maybe Alpha, but it's up 50%. Nissan 18%. All right, at least with those crappy cars that they're giving them away, but then you get screwed. Then you get screwed with the financing part, because then they run up in you. Toyota up 33%, VW Group 21%, and inflation over that amount of time has been 23%. That's on all products. But as like we can see here, yes, prices on cars have gone up. Now, we're going to zoom in on me here, because this, I got to get on my soapbox and get on my rant right here. Okay. The reason why car prices are as high as they are and everything else is as high as it is, and why even adjusted for inflation, the average person is making less than what they made in 2019. I think people who know me in real life and people in the 30 people I get to watch a video on here might understand. It's our dumb, stupid, unmeasured, ridiculous, whatever other kind of word I can end up saying, reaction to the COVID. Okay. We screwed up price signals that are probably not going to be straightened out for another 5 to 6 years. Housing is ridiculous. The stock market is ridiculous. Car prices are ridiculous. And it's going to take more than just a few years for that stuff to be wrung out of the system. And back to something else here. The amount of people who are late on their car payment is really high. Okay. It's if you look here, 30 days past due. We are going to say people that are 30 days past due is 8.1% of all the loans. People that are 90 days past due are about 4.6% of all the loans. That's a lot of people who are not paying on their car note. Okay. Now, I wanted to just kind of give you a little story here from the Nights and Weekends guy on cars. I make decent money. My wife makes decent money. We could easily afford probably even if we were stupid, we could probably afford a $2,000 car payment. I can drive around like in a nice Porsche 911 Targa or something. Oh hell, I still couldn't afford it. But you understand the point. The car that I had prior to driving my wife's van that's paid off was a used Audi S4, and I wrangled those people down to a $399 car note every month for an insane amount of time. It was like 72 months, but my amount of income was, I was making well over six figures at the time, and my car payment was $399 a month. That isn't going to bury me. But I know people who make significantly less than me who have car payments that are $800, $900, $1,000 a month. Trust me, I get it. It's nice to drive around in a newer car. It's nice to drive around like in a new car. Ask my wife that. She hasn't driven a freaking used car since 2005. That's almost 20 years. Every single car that she's got has been a new car. So whatever. Okay. But she's always made good money, blah, 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 blah. But the point is that if you can dial back your expectations as to what you believe that you're entitled to and live below your means. Here we go. For a $737 a month payment, for a $737 a month payment at 7% over 6 years, you'd have $65,000 in your account. But let us be reasonable here, okay? You have to drive. You have to have a car, okay? Unless you live in a place like New York, Los Angeles, somewhere where it's very dense in population. But let's say that you just cut that in half and you drive a smaller used car, $369. So let's say that you just do that. You'll have $32,678.59 at the end of 6 years. The point is, like how Dave Ramsey said, let's throw in Dave Ramsey talking about cars.
You're going to turn $30,000 into $10,000 and scratch your head and wonder why your kid's college fund isn't funded. You're going to turn $30,000 into $10,000 and scratch your head and wonder why you stay in debt your whole life. You're going to turn $30,000 into $10,000 and wonder why you're freaking broke. Well, that's why.
He's 100% correct. Okay, if you want to constantly drive that brand new car, it is going to literally kill your wealth. And again, I know that I want to get out there and drive my C8. That's like one of my goals, to have like a C8 or a C7 Grand Sport Black with the ground effects on it and everything else. But you know what else is nice? Having money in the bank. So if I don't feel like going to work, I don't have to worry about, is this going to get paid? Is that going to get paid? It's nice where if you have children that are getting married, you can actually help instead of looking at them.
Got to be eating no beans. I don't know why you want to say that. I ain't got no extra money.
Okay. I know exactly where in the hell Troy coming from. I say that all the time. My aunt get on me all the time saying I'm just like Troy. I ain't got no extra money. But the point is that you actually want to have some money on the side for when life does life. I can end up telling you this past year was real tough on the nights and weekends guy finances. Okay. It's a real peach when you got to pull a lot of money out of your tuchus to end up paying for stuff. And the whole point is that, oh, by the way, this is added, Marcus. I cut out the other part because it was different energy on there. But the point is that if you have these high car payments, you're not going to have money for when life's you, and you're not going to be able to build a lot of wealth. All right. See y'all in a week. Bye.